So what's happening is, I'm in the drain, it's full of water. It's full, okay,
Yep.
so now it's also clay.
It's clay.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
See that, you can see PVC there,
Yeah.
and it's coming into the drain now.
Mhm.
See that red?
Yeah.
Clay, that's clay pipe.
Oh right.
So your drains are still clay.
Yes.
And this is the block. I'm basically going through water here. This is underwater.
Yeah.
That's why you can't see it so clear. And it looks like the blockage is a fair way down.
Mhm.
You won't see much until we unblock this. But
Are you unblocking or are you just looking
just
with the
looking
camera?
at the moment, yeah, just having a look. Now it's pushing through rather easily.
Yeah.
And so what I'm going to do is go as far as I can go.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to locate where that camera's stopped, okay?
Yeah.
And that normally is where the blockage is.
Yeah.
I mean, the camera's pushing through very easily.
Okay.
So, oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so she stopped just there. Alright. So you won't get much footage on that until we unclear it. So I'm
Okay.
just going to go get my locator. Strange.
Yeah. Oh God, what's that? It looks like there's a lid on it or something.
Yeah, it's like a miniature chamber. It's got screws and everything.
It's got what?
Bolts and everything.
Yeah. God. So that first one that you said, that's an inspection opening, the
Yeah, that
round
is,
one.
yeah. Just
That
here.
one. Is that what you'll be extending up to the top?
There's the camera.
Oh, right. Where's the camera? Okay.
Okay, so that was stuck.
Have you got the camera out?
Yes, it's just here now.
Do you think it was the plumber that did it that didn't know what he was doing?
Well, it could be a home job.
Oh, right. So is that old sewer pipe?
Yeah.
Yes.
What am I looking at here?
Competition in Melbourne last year, and just going from strength to strength. The great new single called Alchemy is what we heard. Santa Gold is in there too. The strokes keep us off all the time, and then in the middle, it's a very elegant quality.
God, it's huge.
It is.
And it shouldn't be there at all. It looks as if it's
Chamber of some sort.
a chamber.
World's Triple J's big annual free live music event was the
Very
biggest
strange.
ever.
Very
Now,
weird.
For just a moment, I'm going to play you another one of the highlights from one of the live
There's a
bands.
junction there, so
4-5 music.
It's a junction?
Picks up.
Where?
Just comes in from here, so you probably got your kitchen might run through here. Goes like that. And there's a wide up there, so
The kitchen goes towards the door.
I think so, yeah, the way it looks. So strange.
Do you think they've concreted it in?
Oh, who knows what these guys have done.
Is that quite a flexible?
reflux valve, right? So what happens is, it's got a one-way flap.
One-way flap.
Yeah, so your water, basically the reason you haven't got an overflow relief gully, right, is because this is in.
Oh.
Now the reason my camera got stuck, a flap.
Oh, right.
So effectively, it's still working very well.
Yes.
However, it blocked up. It blocked up here. So the issue with that is you should normally replace it. If you're going to see it and might block, you should look to replacing it. But there's obviously extra expenses in that. So I could just take the lid off to see if it's working properly for you, and then put it back on. And I still want to bring something up.
So it's got a flap.
Yeah, one-way flap.
A one-way flap.
It stops the sewer. What happens is, say for example on the street, the sewer blocks in the main.
Yeah.
And everyone's flushing their toilets and it's all carrying on, and it'll make its way back up
Mm-hmm.
to the houses.
Yeah.
And you've got like 50, 60 houses of people flushing their toilets.
Oh, right.
What this does is it stops it.
Okay.
So it flaps, this sewer can't come back, it's only
Okay.
go forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Hence why my camera got stuck.
Okay.
Hence why I couldn't see what was going on with it, because a flap, as you push the camera, it'll just pop it up and then,
Yeah.
you've got open pipe.
Okay.
So it seems to be working. However, I'd like to take that lid off and get a proper look at it.
Mm.
I mean, your options are that you put a new plastic one in, but they're expensive. They're an expensive piece of equipment. I mean, as it's working, I can't see any reason why not, to be honest.
Mm.
But
Just leave it.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Certainly what I'll do is I'll get the lid off, have a good look, make sure it's all working well for you, and still bring up still bring a little inspection opening up just here. Yeah, just a plastic one up
But
here.
if the flap stops cameras going up and down, well, I guess at least you can't get a camera that way.
Yeah, see, a lot of the time when a reflux valve is installed, it is noted somewhere in the drainage plans. You probably don't have them, because this is actually probably the only real common thing for a camera to jam is pulling back into a flap. Okay? But just looking at this house and obviously the age, it's rare that you see the old cast iron ones in still, but
So it's a cast iron reflux valve.
Yeah, it's a big old fitting with so it's quite impressive that it's still. These days, what happens is when you've got reflux valves, the new ones, they're a plastic fitting. Okay, it's a little flap, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you bring it to surface so that you're able to service it, pull it out, and put a new flap in if needed.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But look, if you can't afford the reflux valve for now, I'll take this off, have a look at it, clean it up, and bring an IO up, like I said before. That at least gives you the option up there. But I'd like to write on the IO.
What's an IO?
Inspection opening.
Yeah.
Thing. I'd like to have it noted that there is a reflux valve here for future reference.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No worries. You little.
What?
I've been foiled by a flap. Wow.
Yeah.
Still working beautifully.
Okay.
So that's why we're getting stuck.
So there's a flap. Hang on, let's see.
That there.
Okay. So all the toilet paper kind of bunged up behind it,
I think so, yeah.
and then it couldn't keep moving. So the pipes are all in good condition
Quite very
then.
good, Nick.
Yeah, that's good. And cockroaches running around. Wow.
Can you see that?
Hang on.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting. Why? What does that mean?
That's just that line down here. It's a decommissioned line. So there's nothing going on there.
But why are the cockroaches down there?
Cockroaches love sewer.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's just basically a decommissioned line that goes under your house. There's no roots in there, it's just a bit of dirt. So your line now, I'm sort of looking now back to the toilet.
Oh, right.
So everything looks pretty good. Those joins look excellent.
So all the pipe is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Join. No, excellent. Yep. Yeah. Can't go plastic, sir. It will go. There we are. There's your plastic. toilet line.
Oh, right.
It all looks good.
Okay, good.
There you go. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Also, let me check your line out. Let me have a look while I've got the camera.
The other way.
Down towards.
So that's going under the garage now.
Yeah, going towards the garage, yeah. Really, really clean pipes.
Fantastic.
No, they're brilliant. Yep. A little bit of a dislodgement there, but see at the top?
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad, no roots are getting in. Yep, good join. And that's the end, that's the boundary trap.
What's the boundary trap?
That little thing under your car,
Oh, right.
that's the boundary trap. That's the connection to the main sewer.
Okay.
Chaotic, the drain's good.
Oh, good.
Well, if it ever blocks up down here,
Yeah.
which is the inspection opening before the reflux valve,
Yeah.
which is where it just blocked,
Yeah.
you know, in the future, you know, if you know, if this toilet doesn't get changed or we can't get a full flush going, that'd be a very good point for you to just take that IO out, there's just a little circle disc,
Yeah.
undo that, hose
Hose it and it should
flush it all out and it'll
flush
come
it. Okay, without calling a plumber.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
more
good.
so.
Marvellous,
You
thank
need
you.
a hose first, though.
Yeah, no, I'll get a hose. I'll get a hose.
Yeah.
Yep, good idea.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
Thank you.
Well, it's someone's done the job properly.
Someone's done the job properly.
Yeah. You know, they've taken into consideration that there's no overflow leak gully externally.
Mm-hmm.
And I put one in the ground. See, this is the only way to do away with not having a overflow leaf gully outside. Yeah, it's to stop surcharge back up to your house.
Okay, they're from the main main sewage.
That's right.
He is fitting an inspection opening, so he's bringing a piece of pipe up from where the sewer from the toilet goes up to the top of the courtyard.
Picks up the main line.
It picks up the main line, so basically it can be flushed if it ever blocks,
Yeah.
and through the reflux valve.
That's right.
there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you
opening.
don't want to push the hose through the reflux valve because you'll never get it back.
No, so
Just
you
enough
want
to
just,
push, get a bit of pressure through this area if it ever blocks here again.
Yeah, yeah,
To break up any toilet paper and it'll open it up and push it through.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah. So they did things better back then.
Well, oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, they did
Yeah,
everything.
things were-
Building and everything is better.
Yeah.
Detail is much better.
things weren't even like mass produced. Things were built for. They weren't mass produced.
No.
They were just.
Yeah.
Whereas these days, everything's plastic, injection moulded. And I remember there was one time with the fittings. They changed the fittings. They changed the plastic in them. And when you were laying drains, they were cracking.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, and it was sort of a thing where all the plumbers had to kick up about it.
Mm.
And they'd obviously gone to China and got inferior plastics involved,
Yeah.
which happens, you know.
Yeah. That didn't protect the people that had to pay for plumbing costs,
Yeah.
though. And they're not cheap. I mean, I understand why. What a heck of a job. But, you know, it's a shame it can't be simpler.
Can't be what, sorry?
Simpler.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah, it's underground.
it's one thing that will always be needed human for is plumbing.
Yeah.
I mean, the cameras and the jetters, that's what a lot of blokes, when they go out on their own, they don't get fully set up until 5 years down the track.
Yeah. God, those knee things you've got are necessary, aren't they?
Oh yeah, especially with my knees.
Yeah, especially with your knees.
And the thing is, if you can kneel and shovel, save your back.
Yeah, right.
And I haven't got a real good back at the moment either, so.
Oh, no.
Well, that's awesome. I'm happy that's worked like that. I'm really happy that you've got this here now.
Yeah. I'm really happy too, actually.
Yeah.
So I think your ordinary equipment would have broken down there.
Yeah.
I think that would have cost a fortune.
Well, the problem is you don't know there's a reflux valve there if you don't camera anyway.
No.
So you just put the jetter down there and you get the jetter stuck.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to pull a jetter back through that.
Yep.
Totally impossible. So I think in the end it's worked out pretty good.
Yep.
And we'll just inspect your line out to the street while I'm here.
Yep. Thank you.
Make sure that's good.
Thank you. What are you doing with that?
Just compacting around the pipe.
All right.
Give it a bit of support.
Mhm.
Things I don't mind paving.
Yeah.
I actually do enjoy it. It's a little artistic.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah, because plumbing, you bury it. You do all your best work and you bury it.
Yeah. Will the smell go, do you think, evenally?
Is that so?
Will the smell go from the...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll just evaporate
It'll go.
away.
It actually dries up. You'll still be able to smell it in there for a little bit.
In the garage.
Yeah, but it'll dry up and it'll go. About a week, I reckon.
Mm. Yeah, it is a bit whiffy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you think that the lid of that thing it's been blocked for a while and that the
Yeah.
lid has been coming up and it's just
Yeah.
been... Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe even when you came last time, you know, remember it was blocked. That was last October, I
The thing
think.
is, all that took though was just a little plunge up there.
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
And that just goes to show that that toilet needs to be upgraded or...
No, well, last time you didn't do anything. It unblocked itself,
It did,
if
didn't
you
it?
remember.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, it
And
came out
so
on the weekend.
that's right. And then you came the next day, and you thought the vent was what it needed.
Yeah, well, there's...
The vents probably helped a bit.
It would have. It has. I mean, the thing is, you need that free flow there
Yeah.
for the for the water to flow properly and knock out any
Yes.
little bits of things and things on the side of the drain.
Yeah. Does that sort of compress it down?
Yeah, helps compact it. That's what you'll have.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. And underneath that, I'm going to write this exclamation reflux valve.
Okay, lovely.
Most of the time when someone takes these off, you put them upside down next to the thing,
Yeah.
and they'll see it.
Okay.
Rather than write it on there. And look
Well,
at
if I'm here, which I hope I will be,
Yeah.
you know, I can sort of say, I will
Yeah.
remember now,
yeah, well, you know.
I know it intimately.
You
Yeah.
do.
Well, I do.
And the funny, this is the thing, when I come to someone's house, if there's any issues with drainage, I know that I will know their drainage like the back of my hand by the end of the day,
Yeah.
like I do yours.
So in the renovation, it looks like they didn't replace any piping.
That's what I was saying to you before, remember?
Yeah.
And I'll say, oh yeah, no, we've done PVC.
Yeah.
And you'll see things like this and you'll go, oh yeah, it's PVC, but then you look in there and you realise it's clay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Flush the toilet full.
Yeah. Will I see anything?
Beautiful free running water. Look at that.
Ooh. Ooh. Fantastic. I can't actually
You can even
see
hear it.
anything. I can hear it. So free flowing. That's great.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.